Okay, folks, we are back with an episode of Only Stands, first episode of the year 2025, and we are starting it with a massive guest. I would probably say the hottest name in the industry at the moment. Miss Bonnie Blue, you're here in New York
Thank
City.
you.
Happy to
A very
have you.
flattering intro.
Was that a decent intro?
Yeah.
Should I hype you up a little more? I feel like that was
No,
pretty
that was good. I need
Yeah.
a wet floor sign now. That's really got me excited.
Everyone knows who you are. I don't need to get into the details. So you're here. You're in
Yes.
New York City. What did you come here for? What brings you to beautiful NYC?
I'm actually really enjoying it. I feel like it looks like it does in the movies.
Ooh.
Type of thing. Like it looks cool.
That's a big compliment.
Here for you and for a few other people. So.
Appreciate that. So how long have you been here for?
2 days.
The first time? Wow.
A little bit nervous.
Oh my God. I can't believe first time and you're saying how much you love it. I feel like that is one thing about people like out of towners or out of countryers.
Yeah.
Is that they do think New York is so beautiful and like you see it in the movies because you stay in the areas where the movies are set. Like once you go out into the different neighborhoods, it's an interesting place. I'm from here. It gets interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I just wasn't expecting New York to have water. I don't know why. I just thought it was city and grass.
We have many waters.
No, I know. I've noticed.
Manhattan is an island. We're surrounded.
Yeah. Well, you learn something new each day.
I know. I can't really thought it was just concrete.
Well, I just thought New York just in the middle of just
The country?
basically.
Ooh, no. We're Ellis Island. All the immigrants came back in the day. We were the first thing they saw.
Yeah, you'll probably learn. I've got many, many talents, but they mainly lie in the bedroom.
Okay.
Geography and that side of things, not
so
so
you're
much.
anti-geography.
Basically.
I'm trying to think of some, the capital of...
Oh no, we're going down the wrong direction.
The capital of Germany?
Can I do that thing where you call a friend and ask someone?
Yeah, you can call me. I'll tell you.
Okay. Excuse
Berlin.
me.
Do you know the capital of Norway?
No, right. Honestly, I don't know caps of
Call
anything.
your friend again.
Okay. Hello.
Oslo.
Right. Thank you. You're quite knowledgeable.
I like history and geography a lot.
I like history. Like I really like listening. I like war movies. I don't know if that can class me as liking history.
Are you a big like Winston Churchill gal?
I think he looks quite cool in some of the movies.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about Winston Churchill and just watching a lot of Winston Churchill documentaries. He rocks.
There's a really, really good war book called Happiest Man Alive. Have you read it?
No. I meant to say
it.
I've really only been watching. I haven't read much stuff. I don't know why I said read.
This book, though, is... Yeah, why do you tell a porcupine?
I lied. What is a porcupine a lie?
It's a porcupine.
No,
it's a lie.
I don't think I've been reading a lot about him online. I haven't been reading books. I don't read books.
Right, okay. Well, I really recommend this book. It's like really easy to read. You can really imagine it. And it's a very good book. I mean, he's dead now. But
He is. Yeah, he is. Rest in peace. But good
Yeah.
guy. He kind of stopped the whole Hitler thing. So that thumbs up on that.
yeah, that's always good.
And so my first question to every guest on the show always is, where are you from? Where do you hail from?
Nottingham in the UK. So it's like, I'll give you a geography lesson. This is the UK. It's right in the middle.
Directly in the middle. So you're nowhere near water.
No. A few ponds.
So my first, I guess, British question I have to ask you is, do you have a premier team that you support or hate?
Well, so my family are half Derby football fans and half Nottingham Forest, like quite small teams. And I recently went to a Nottingham Forest game. Well, attempted to. I put on my socials like, hey boys, I'm going to be at the game.
Nice.
I'd like to film with you afterwards. I turn up at the football game and at the gate, security was like, you are permanently banned from football. Well, from that.
They said you're just out on football?
Well, for that, like on that ground. Yeah.
You were trying to romance the players afterwards?
Well, I thought when they asked me to go to the side, I thought, maybe they're upgrading my tickets. Maybe they want to escort me to my seat. Like, okay, this is quite nice. It's a good service. And they asked to see my tickets. I showed them. They took the tickets off me and said, like, okay, we're escorting you off the premises.
I don't know how the laws work in Britain, but that should be illegal.
I know. But apparently they don't discriminate against sex workers. But I was banned because I was a sex worker.
Yeah, you didn't really do anything. And what, they don't want their players to be happy afterwards?
I know. I was going to encourage them, give them a good time.
Happy players would lead to more goals, which would lead to more wins.
Exactly. And I also think if I'm entertaining the supporters, it's less people drinking. So I'm actually doing something good for their health as well. A bit of halftime exercise.
It's a real good way to think about that. It's a healthy mindset.
Very healthy.
Mindset. They're happy. There's less alcohol going on. So are you anti-alcohol?
Not really. I will drink occasionally, but I don't really like the taste that much.
Yeah.
I'm not a barbecue and booze person, unfortunately.
No, sorry, before we started, we were saying that I'm an extremely American person, and I was like, yeah, I like booze, I like barbecue, I like burgers.
Apart from he seems to know nothing about America, so he should be ashamed of himself.
Lot. What don't I know about America?
The guy who followed the guy who swallowed the fly.
reporter swallowing a fly 15 years ago. I don't know about America.
He should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, but you just told me you were in Houston. I was like, what the hell brought you to Houston? I get if you're in America, you're going to LA and Miami, New York.
I don't really like LA either. I think it's a bit smelly.
LA's the worst. Well, respectfully to LA.
Yeah, I love LA, but I don't love LA.
I love LA, but it's a interesting place. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, when like the last place I went had peacocks in LA. I thought that was quite cool. But before, when I first stayed in LA, it was like right in the center, and I wasn't loving it.
Yeah, it's not the best. I enjoy the actual nature of LA. I thought I could like be at the beach or in a mountain in Malibu and like look out and I see a city here. I see a mountain range down there. I see an ocean behind me.
No, I absolutely love that. It's pretty crazy. Scared of the bears though, I must admit.
Bears? Same.
I feel like a shark, I'd take my chances. Bear?
At a bear?
No.
What would you take your chances on?
A shark. I think if I was in the water and I saw a shark, I think I'd be okay. A bear in the woods? No.
So I was recently not told, but I saw on the internet.
Yeah.
That if you see a bear, you got to try to scare it.
You got to be loud and big.
You got to be big and scream at it. I saw that on the show Yellowstone.
Can you just give me an example so I'd know what to do in that emergency?
Like that. Really get it going.
If I was a bear, I'd be so scared.
That was a really low point. He would be eating me right now. It's not the best. And then a shark, you're supposed to just sit there silently.
You're meant to watch it face on.
Yeah, you're supposed to stare at it and not make any sudden movements. So it thinks you're a fish.
Have really good eye contact with it.
Yes, good eye contact for a shark. And
I'm quite good at the eye contact part.
Are you? Is that one of your many skills?
I'd say so. One of my many talents.
So earlier you mentioned talents in the bedroom. What would you say is your like top talent? Like I always say, if you're like Madden is a football game in America. So like your top 99 Madden rating, what would your thing be in the bedroom?
I'd say my talent in the bedroom is bringing families together.
Ooh, how do you do that?
I basically host events and family members come, and it's like a nice family reunion in the bedroom.
I'm talking like fathers and sons or brothers.
Father and
uncles.
sons. Recently, a mum and son.
How'd that happen?
Which one? Father and son or
the
mum and son?
I would like to hear about mother and son. That doesn't, because I feel like I saw in the news that a mom took her son away from you. Yeah,
see, the news twisted that part.
So could we get the real story of what happened?
So, I mean, there's a lot I don't know because I was very busy in the...
Yeah, you were doing your job.
We'll call it a bedroom, but it was a...
You were working.
It was some sort of room, yeah. I was busy. And the son, Joseph, brought his mum along to the event. So we offered his mum a drink, snacks. The son then got in the queue with his mum for multiple hours. And she wasn't working it out, basically. She wasn't understanding that these men was going into this room, a few minutes later coming out and they was putting their clothes on. Then Joseph goes into the rooms. We shut the door. Obviously, we don't allow the mum into the room. And next minute, she's banging on the door. She's shouting. She's saying she's going to call the police. Joseph is there, deep inside me. Like he's having a brilliant time, losing his virginity. Then she's just panicking because Joseph has lost his coat. And obviously, we do let him out the room shortly afterwards.
Oh, you let him free?
We let him free,
nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of these events, can I just get a quick rundown of how someone signs up, where they happen, what's the whole procedure here?
Yeah, so I will do TikToks and Instagram posts to say, hey, this is where I'm going to be. This is the address. And basically, it's just like a free-for-all. Anyone that wants to turn up, including yourself, are welcome. I
appreciate the offer, but I'm going to leave it to the fellas.
Oh, you're going to turn me down?
Yes, respectfully. But
subject.
Well, it's not a sore subject. It's just like those guys are ready to pop off. So
blondes, blue eyes, 25's not your time.
I love blondes with blue eyes.
Something's not adding up.
I love blondes with blue eyes. I just love Americans, you know?
Oh, okay. I'll practice my American accent and come back next time.
Yeah, you said no American accent before. I asked you about the American accent.
Yeah.
So they respond to these TikToks. They just show up at a place. Let's say you're on Waverly Place. You pop off to Waverly Place. Then do you have like somebody at the door? Do they get vetted? They wait online?
Yeah. So it was like a full-on like production team in a way this time because we knew it was going to be such high numbers. Before it was just basically me and one security person. It was sort of as simple as that. Whereas this time we had multiple security on the door. They then went through to like another waiting room. And then after that waiting room, they'd be called into an additional room to do consent forms, IDs, have their IDs scanned. And at that point, they'd either be sent in the queue to go back up the stairs or sent into a basement, which was like the holding area.
Wow.
Where there was some drinks and snacks. Like it wasn't like a dungeon. And then they would start the queuing process.
You're just going to each different level nonstop.
Basically.
So when you finally called in, how many people are in the room?
Well, it was like a consistent like conveyor belt. So there was The basement always had a few hundred people on. The stairs probably had like 100 people on. And when the most recent event started, we would let sort of like 50 to like 60 people be in the room at the same time. And we did quite a few group scenes.
And how long is each person getting in there?
Actually, down there, about 40 seconds.
That's longer than I expected.
Well, I wish they could have longer because every time I meet somebody, I'm like, I want to give them a much longer experience. However, for the 1,000 men, it just wasn't possible. But I was getting very busy with other body parts because it wasn't like a massive queue of people, me on my back, them going in and then leaving the room. They was able to get other parts pleasured while someone else was then inside of me. Or they had the option to stand and watch because I didn't just want to kick him out the room.
Yeah. I mean, still, I think 40 seconds is way long. I thought it was like 3 pumps each and get out of there.
No, like some of them, like 40 seconds, I know it is very quick, but when they're actually inside of you, you can go for quite a few pumps in that
40
time.
seconds may be a lifetime for some people.
Quite a lot of them finished as well.
Good for them.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I was just wondering how it actually works. And what's the vibe? Is it like music, maybe food, snacks?
No, you can't have music, unfortunately.
Oh,
but
because
there
of the
is
copyrights.
there is snacks, there is drinks. And honestly, it's such a good atmosphere because I've recently seen even like comedians, obviously the media, and they say these men are disgusting for being in this queue. And oh my God, these men are horrible. Some of them, firstly, are so good looking. They're super hot. Like they make me nervous. I sort of forget I'm meant to be the confident one. And then some of them are just virgins or dads that want to be pleasured and get away from the chaos at home. Like they are not disgusting men whatsoever. Like they're lovely people. They're people you'd want to take back to your family.
I like the way you said disgusting.
Disgusting.
Interesting. So yeah, I was just wondering about that how the whole process goes. And it's on the OnlyFans, I'm assuming?
No, so this video is not going to be on OnlyFans.
Oh, so this is just for the love of the game?
We're going to sort of be selling this on a website.
Okay. So there is video of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The whole thing is, because obviously I see loads of videos and it's like, oh my God, this must be fake. And it's like, no, it's very much true and documented.
I feel like a lot of people are woke on it, that it's not true. But maybe someone will study and see the actual 1,000 people.
Yeah. And I also see a lot of doctors going, it's not possible. Like, you can't do that. You'd be hurting down there. But I also feel like, how can you be diagnosing me when you've never done a check? Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't start giving patients feedback with never seeing them or never speaking to them. So why are these doctors so stupid? Like, how can they be diagnosing me and they've not checked me?
Maybe you basically like split the atom, like you defied science.
Basically.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I do.
Very much so.
I feel like I need to welcome the doctors to come inside me.
Oh, maybe that's the next.
So then they can go, oh, well, you know what? She's actually still very tight and it did not destroy her.
Wow. You're confident.
Yeah.
Respect. So you've done your 1,000-person conquest. What's next? What's the next conquest? Like, what are we thinking next?
Something in the air and something down in the water.
In the air, like plane, like
possibly
aviation.
Maybe.
So we're thinking like aviation and boats next.
Not boats, like further in the water.
Like in a submarine.
Yeah, but I can't say too much because So
the next big thing is submarine sex.
When I say submarine, I want to do things different, something that's fun and entertaining because we sort of think sex should be boring and just behind closed doors in a bedroom just before you go to sleep. It's an hobby to me. So I want to do new extreme things and I want to try different things. Like when you go to different restaurants, why would you just go to the same restaurant in the same location? I want to explore different things.
Yeah, why go to your favorite Italian restaurant all the time when you can go to maybe a Brazilian steakhouse or get some Thai food?
Exactly. You need to mix it up a little bit.
But I will have to say, I am curious about this. I know you don't want to say it. Maybe you could tell me off camera, but like, what does the underwater being mean?
Well, do you want to join it?
I need to get details first.
Okay, well, I'll let you know the details afterwards and you can decide if you want to consent or not.
I'm excited about the aviation too. Aviation sounds great. Mile High Club.
You know, I've never actually done it.
Really?
Yeah. Because when you go to the toilets, one, they're a bit smelly and they're very small. Like, what positions are these people doing?
I wouldn't be shocked. Let's call a spade a spade. I wouldn't be shocked if the Mile High Club was a fake thing because like you just said, the airport bathrooms are very, very, very tiny.
They are.
And there's not many on the plane.
No, like
not many on the plane at all. So people are probably banging on that door nonstop. Hey, let me in. You're taking too much time up in there.
The one movie I watched, I think that's the best way if you are to be active on a plane, is they pretended to have an argument and then take it to the bathroom. And then I feel like you'd be less suspicious of them being up to mischief.
Yeah, because also, and when you look at a plane these days, there's the bathroom in front by first class. Maybe if it's a bigger plane, there's a bathroom in the middle. And then there's some in the back, maybe. So if you're your best bet, maybe the back, but that's also what the flight attendants are getting the snacks and everything ready.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of unrealistic.
I would say though, I have pleasured myself and been pleasured multiple times just in my plane seat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it a packed plane or?
Quite busy.
Interesting.
Chill. You put the blanket over you, they can slip the hand underneath, a bit of movement, and
then you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Was it one of those three seaters or 2 seaters in the aisle?
Yeah, so I've done it where there was 3 seats and I was like in the corner. So that one was less obvious. But I've also done it where it was just 3 seats in the middle, just like normal, not like your fancy first class seats. This was just like 3 seats just in the middle.
Oh, nice. So
but I sometimes think like when you need to, you just need to. Do you know what I mean? You need to get out of the system. It's unhealthy to keep an orgasm in.
I get it. I get it. That's always fun.
Yeah.
But so I gotta ask this to every guest. I ask to every guest I ever have on the show. Do you have any like odd subscriber requests you've gotten that you've had to do just because it's too much money? Something like that to that effect?
I wouldn't say it's like an odd request. Maybe when I first listened to his request, I thought it was a little bit odd. I used to do a FaceTime call with this guy on a regular basis, and he was obsessed with black men's cum. So he would purchase these condoms full of fluids. He would then put that condom onto his penis, pleasure himself and fill that condom up. And he would do that 3 times in a row. He would then have 3 items of food, empty the condom onto the item of food, and then eat it.
Ew.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit strange to start with.
What was the item of food?
So he had biscuits, bread, anything like that.
So he basically put his own cum on bread and then eat it?
Yeah. And like I remember one time like he mashed it up into like a little ball. So you can imagine it's quite wet texture.
I don't like that. Don't like that one bit.
I mean, I'd probably choose a pizza over crummy
Pizza
bread.
would be nice. Yeah, I mean, bread just sounds very boring and plain. It's like a real topping. Pizza, at least you're getting some cheese, some sauce to cover that taste up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking though. So if you did have to eat a piece of bread covered in cum, would you add seasoning and like a bit of ketchup, or would you just eat it?
Yeah, absolutely. I would need as many different flavors to cover.
Oh, so you'd make it like a full-on meal?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Pizza would be great because there's cheese on there. Maybe there's a topping. Maybe there's pepperoni sausage. There's the sauce. There's the bread. All to cover up that.
It's basically just like garlic mayo on top.
Garlic mayo on top. I'm in. Garlic mayo.
Well, no, I mean it's a bit like if you put cum on top, it'd be like garlic mayo.
Yeah, like Chipotle aiolis.
Yeah. Would you use a knife and fork or just use your fingers?
I just guess just my hands. It's a piece of bread.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food, Body Blue?
Steak, medium, peppercorn sauce.
Medium?
What? Well, I don't want it still mooing.
Why not?
Well,
that's
no.
why I'm American and you're British.
I feel like medium's quite brave.
What do you mean?
I feel like medium is a good one.
You're trying to eat a hockey puck? It's supposed to be gray down there?
What's a hockey puck?
It's that when people have like a well done.
No, it's
steak.
like pink. Like there's still a bit of blood on my plate. I don't like it when the blood then goes onto the chips and the chips go pink.
Ooh, I like that. Makes it nice and soggy.
No.
Yeah.
We're not going out for dinner together.
It's all right.
Dinner dates are.
I'll enjoy my rare steak by myself anyway.
Completely rare. That's how you have it.
I'll go rare, medium rare.
No.
Yep, I'll sit there and I will think about life by myself.
Do you eat bone marrow?
Yes, I love bone marrow.
I thought that. No.
Why? You don't eat bone marrow?
No.
What are your no can do's on a date? Give me the Bonnie Blue date experience. What do you do on a date?
What would it be? One, I won't want to go for a meal. That's boring.
Yeah.
I'd want to do something fun. Maybe take me like fishing or camping, something outdoorsy.
Okay. Interesting. Camping would be good for like a nice first date, maybe. Not the movie theater. I don't want to go see a play, you know?
No, they're too boring. I did once go camping. It was on like my 2nd or 3rd date. It's a bit embarrassing, so I don't really know why I'm saying this, but I've started now. And my other friend, Max, he was like, well, make sure you take toilet paper because he's probably not going to be a toilet. And there was like 4 other guys there. They all had the girlfriends, but they'd sort of been in like long-term relationships and they all knew one of it. Like they all knew each other quite well. And we was camping for 4 days. And it wasn't until the last day, the girl said to me, oh, do you want to go to the toilet with us? Like we're just nipping up now. I didn't know there was toilets. I'd been shitting in the bush the last few days.
Oh, they could have filled that in with you, huh?
So it's just a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do I admit the fact I've just been shitting in the bush for however many days? Or do I pretend like I knew this toilet existed?
I think you got to just go along with the flow there.
Oh, I admitted it.
That's why I would never camp. Because the worst I could do was like a gas station in Alabama.
What do you mean?
It was an Alabama joke. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, right. Well, I'm British.
Are you guys aware of like every state in America?
Oh, God, no.
Like, have you heard of Maine?
No.
Like Nevada?
No.
Oregon?
Yes.
The Oregon Trail? You ever play the game?
What game? I'm completely lost. I'm blonde and I just do this for a living.
Oh, do you guys have the blonde? You guys have the blonde stereotype in England too?
Basically, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm blonde, don't have daddy issues, but I do suck dick, so.
What are you gonna do? Oh, so you and your dad are on good terms?
Yeah, really good.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. When was the last time you guys hung out?
Just before I came to the US. Actually, after I did the world record, as soon as I got home, my dad was stood at the door waiting to give me a hug.
Really? Mm-hmm. What a progressive guy.
Yeah, cute, isn't it?
Good for him.
Exactly.
I like his vibe.
He's actually super chill, but he's so innocent, bless him. Like, I am very open about my work because I'm so proud of it. So when I'm sat at the family dinner table, I will talk about it. And sometimes he just doesn't understand the terminology. And there was once I said, oh, BJ. And my dad didn't know what that meant. Oh. I didn't have to feel sorry for him, give him a hug or, you know, show him on Pornhub and sort of say, look, educate yourself.
Maybe move on with the conversation on that one.
Oh, yeah? No?
Just be like, hey, Dad. Oh, yeah, BJ's. And just be like, how was your day? What did you do? This food's fantastic.
Yeah, but I feel like I just felt, oh, bless him. Like he should probably know. But he didn't.
Anyway, I want to learn more about just you as a person. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? What are your favorite movies, music?
Well, before I got kicked out of Australia, it was very much beach vibes. I enjoyed just being in the sun, being in the water, snorkeling, scuba diving. It's very outdoorsy. Mm-hmm. In the UK, the weather is miserable, rainy and wet. So I would say walks, but I mean, I probably shouldn't say I don't like being wet because I love being wet, but not wet up
Different
here.
way. Different way.
Yeah.
So it's double word variation there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm not a girly girl.
No. Any movies you like?
Yeah, like murder movies.
Ooh, like Knives Out.
No, I've not actually watched that one.
Gotta check it out.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff. Love that. Like, well, I'm not a Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, I mean people are interested by serial killers.
I love like murders and things like that.
So you're a big Dahmer gal?
Basically, yeah.
Cool. Music? Any good music you like?
Country or throwbacks.
Okay.
But don't ask for artists because I don't know names. I just literally search in Spotify country playlist and then I play that. Like when I landed in New York, I just search a New York playlist.
Oh, there's some good New York songs. Frank Sinatra, Taylor Swift.
I've just been listening
Fat
to that
Joe.
typical New York song.
New York. Mm-hmm. Start spreading the news.
Yeah. Imagine getting ready, New York. I can see all those fancy buildings in the background.
Yeah.
Living the life.
So I think you're here for a few days. What New York things do you have on your agenda?
Statue of Liberty.
Never been. I've lived here my whole life. Never been.
Never been.
Are you actually going to go?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go.
Okay.
See it, take a photo in front of it.
It's shockingly small.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I quite like small things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for the massive things all the time. What else I'm going to see? Brooklyn Bridge.
Got to walk across that. Get some pizza in Dumbo.
Mm-hmm. I did that actually. I went to Dumbo yesterday.
Where'd you go?
A restaurant.
Did you go to Grimaldi's maybe in Dumbo?
I don't know. It was a bar that didn't serve Diet Coke. And
those bastards. Did they really not? Are you a big Diet Coke gal?
Well, Pepsi Max, but over here I have to adjust to Diet Coke.
Yeah, I love Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Big Diet Coke person.
My publicist drinks full fat Coke and that's just weird.
I don't let myself drink that. Honestly, I think Diet Coke tastes better anyway.
Yeah. But, I can't be friends with someone that drinks full fat Coke.
Yeah, see, I can't be either. So it's insane. But interesting, yeah. Brooklyn Bridge, Statue of Liberty, maybe like Empire State Building.
Yeah, what can you do to that? Well, not do to it, but like...
top. What are you going to do the Empire State Building?
I mean, I couldn't sit on it. It's way too big.
No, you just got to go to the top and pretend you're in King Kong. Go to the top, look out at the views.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what movies were filmed here.
Filmed here or take place here? Just take place a lot. Filmed,
yeah, well,
I don't know how many.
I like watching a movie and think, oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You like Friends?
No, hate it.
Oh, there's their friend's apartment you could go to. You like Seinfeld?
What film?
Seinfeld?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, great American television show.
Oh.
But you could go to the restaurant they go to all the time there. What other? I love this shit too. Whenever I'm in a place where I can like see from a movie or a TV show, I go to it. You like The Sopranos? You ever watch The Sopranos?
No, I think we're on the wrong path here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll move on.
I don't know if we would date well, you know?
I don't really know if we would either. It's because I'm a big like pop culture guy. I like American stuff. And if you don't like American stuff, I don't know what we really bond over, you know?
It's getting a bit awkward, isn't it?
I know. I'm real sorry about it. Should we... You have any questions for me?
Oh, you put me on the spot now.
Anything.
What sort of porn do you enjoy watching?
I guess like amateur.
Yeah.
I enjoy an amateur, like an iPhone, film phone.
Is that because you can like relate to it more? Right?
Yeah, it just feels more real. Feels more raw, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How about like, maybe, you know what I like? I always say this. I like bachelorette party porn.
What is that?
So ever see the dancing bear?
No.
So there's this type of porn. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but it would be like all this big bachelorette party, 20 chicks in a room, and this hot dude would come in a big bear mask and then just dance around, and the girls would like blow him and stuff. It was awesome. I don't know. That's just what it was called, dancing bear.
Well, maybe I'll have to try and recreate that and send it to you as a gift.
Hey, dancing bear is the best. But you got to get like 19 other chicks. That's the point of it. It's like a bachelorette party.
Yeah, I actually find it working with girls sometimes hard work. Like,
really?
I need to give credit to men more. Well, I mean, I give them a lot of credit, but trying to get a girl to squirt last time, my arm was burning. Like, it was such a hard workout. My tongue, like, I know for guys down there, I'm like, right, I want the tongue quicker. I want it like this. When I was trying to do it to a girl, like, my tongue just doesn't go that quick.
Yeah, dude, women are hard.
Can you give me a tip?
You think I have tips to give you?
But I feel like you might.
I really don't.
You're a funny guy, so I feel like that gets a lot of women in bed.
I don't think you've laughed once yet this whole time.
Well, you've not warmed me up yet.
What? Give me some tip on how to warm up Bonnie Blue. I tried Where You From. That's always a good one.
Why would I laugh at that? Why would I be like, oh my God, I'm from Nottingham.
I'm saying it's funny. It's just like a nice, like, easy conversation to start, you know?
I've got a very dry sense of humor, so any quite harsh jokes I might like.
Yeah, I don't know. You told me like Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm trying to think of ways to relate to Jeffrey Dahmer, which is hard.
Well, no, I'm not saying he'd get me into bed. He's not getting me wet. And plus, Jeffrey Dahmer, like guys, you'd be probably more his type.
What do you like? What is your taste in men?
I don't know if I've got an actual type anymore. They've got to be somewhat athletic, but not one of these people that are obsessed with the gym. Do you know what I mean? I want to be able to go and have pizza in bed and be lazy occasionally.
Yeah, no gym selfies.
No, can't be full of yourself. Good in bedroom, but I also feel like if they're not, I could teach them to be good in bed.
I get that vibe from you.
Yeah,
it seems very, very teacher-esque of you. Like you're trying to help people out. Honestly, the way we were talking about that football game earlier.
Football, yeah.
Yes. Speaking of like what your type is, what's your relationship status in life?
Single, very much single.
Single, ready to mingle.
Yes and no, because I used to think you really needed a guy in your life to be happy. I sort of thought if you're in a long-term relationship, like that is the end goal. Like that is pure happiness. And I've been in a long-term relationship before, and I've realized you end up focusing so much on the future. Like, oh, in the future we'll do this, or in the future we'll do X, Y, and Z. And you sort of dismiss your day-to-day happiness. So actually being single makes you focus a lot more on what makes you happy each day, rather than getting sidetracked going, oh, we'll be happy if we have children or if we got married.
So you're just living life, seeing what happens.
Basically, it shouldn't be like my life used to be too serious beforehand. Yeah. It was too structured. And now it's, do I want to wake up and sleep with an 18-year-old or someone that's barely breathing? If yes, I go and do it. Yeah. If I want to have a day shopping, I'll go and do that.
And if Mr. Right comes across during that, then maybe you'll get married.
Yeah, so say if I was on a date with you and you asked me what I did for work, how do I say I slept with 1,057 men?
I think you would just say you're in like the industry. You're in the.
Yeah, but I'm not sort of just in the industry.
You kind of run it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you said it, not me, but.
Yeah, you're popular. You're a popular gal.
Popular with the men, that's for sure.
People love you.
But yeah, I don't know if I was on a date and they didn't know what I did for work. I don't know how I'd approach it.
I mean, that's kind of up to you. It depends.
Or do I lie for a little bit and pretend that I do recruitment, which is what I used to do.
I would also venture to guess that any guy you're going to go on a date with knows who you are by now.
Possibly.
They kind of have to be off the internet grid to not know who you are.
I'd love someone not to be on social media.
That would be great.
I think too many people get obsessed. How many likes did it get? How many comments did that get? Like, doesn't matter. Like, take the photo. It doesn't have to be amazing, and then get on with your day.
I completely agree. I mean, it feels stupid to say this, doing the jobs we have, but like, at the end of the day, you could just put this down.
Yeah, exactly.
And then guess what?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Exactly. My phone's on flight mode a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I just think, well, what's the emergency?
I just get worried I'm going to miss a text from like my mom or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably mute them ones anyway.
I have everybody muted. That's why I just check my phone all the time. I mute everybody.
Yeah. Actually, you don't need to be replying all the time. Ooh. If it's an emergency, call me.
Interesting.
Or call somebody else that's with me. Then I might answer.
Well, hey, you're in your single era. I'm excited about that. Have you run into any suitors recently?
What's a suitor?
Like someone maybe you think you may want to marry.
I was going to say you know, at the start, but we've not been clicking.
I can't say we have been, honestly.
I had high hopes, but it's...
What did you expect out of me?
I thought I'd be laughing.
You're a hard person to make laugh.
Not really. If you're funny.
Okay, listen, I will say I'm pretty confident in my abilities to make people laugh. Usually all the guests on my show, they laugh a lot.
Maybe it's the cameras. It might be making you nervous.
Yes, this is my first time talking to girls in
I've
front
had
of
people
cameras
literally
before.
flop on camera and then off camera they're rock solid.
I can't crack your code, Bonnie.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
But you can crack my shorts open after this and then we might.
See, you're doing the bit. Like someone's probably telling you that, oh, this is what girls do on the show. They always try to sleep with him. And I'm just like, I always say no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like every other girl.
That's what they all do. They a lot of them have done it. Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there like any like maybe famous athletes or celebrities that have been getting up in the DMs trying to get with Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, a lot. But one, I always miss the messages because I'm not very active on my Instagram messages. And loads of them that message me, I'm like, oh my God, I remember you being on like, there was this one footballer that was on my ex's like wallpaper and he had calendars of this person because he was like obsessed with this footballer. And then suddenly he's in my DMs asking to meet up with me and fly me out to locations.
See, that I feel like is one that I would maybe have pursued as like a little fuck you to your ex.
Yeah, but possibly. But then I sort of think like, they're like, oh, I can get you on a private plane or I can do this. Well, I can do that myself. Like, I don't really want to, I'd prefer to go and experience that with a virgin or like a husband that really deserves to be pleasured rather than a footballer that's just in everyone's DMs.
Well, that's very nice of you. So you're saying you'd rather romance a virgin than a famous footballer.
100%.
Nice.
Do you not think that's so much hotter? Someone that sleeps with somebody all the time or a virgin that you could give an amazing experience to?
Well, I think you're one in a million because a lot of ladies would pick the famous footballer, I would venture to guess.
No.
Ladies love the athletes.
Yeah, but I can imagine. I mean, I've never slept with one, but I can imagine they're quite full of themselves.
Yeah. How many virginities do you think you're at?
Oh, that's a good question. We're definitely into the hundreds. It's hard because obviously you have some virgins that say they're a virgin. And then, because I'll let them skip the queue sometimes because I will prioritize some people over others occasionally. And this one guy's like, right, I really want a virgin. So we got to skip the queue. We go upstairs. And then the first thing he asked for was a rim job. And I sort of feel like you're not a virgin if you're asking for a rim job first time.
You're either a virgin or a pervert.
Why?
There we go. We got one. We got a laugh.
One laugh, yeah, because you're in the wrong.
We got a laugh. That's big.
One laugh.
That's
just
big. We got one whole laugh. That made my Friday.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I did it.
You got a smile on your face now.
I know. I'm happy about that.
The next thing is just liquid coming out your pants.
You're a tough nut to crack.
Oh,
you're hard to make laugh.
Well, I'm completely confused with what I was saying now. You've flustered me.
Yeah, you're talking about the rim job, asking guys.
Oh yeah, what's wrong with the rim job?
Nothing wrong with a rim job. I'm simply just saying that if you're a virgin, that's a perverted thing to ask for first.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I like it when they lie there. So imagine you're a virgin and just say, look, just lie there. I'm going to do all these different things to you. And then you know what you like, what you enjoy most, how hard you want it, how soft you want it. So when you go and sleep with the next girl, you know exactly what to say, what you enjoy. Because otherwise loads of people don't know what they like or they're a bit embarrassed to say, I want a rim job. I want a finger up there.
Yeah.
So I like being, their teacher.
Like, hey, you could test this out.
And then I like replacing it, going, okay, I'm just going to lie here and you move me in what positions you want. You finger me, lick me, spit on me, do what you want.
It's real nice of you.
Yeah. Basically a community worker.
Yeah, real sweetheart.
A true sweetheart.
Real angel of a lady.
Yeah. Great first.
Should we get Meek Phil up here?
Yeah, I'll grab him.
Meek.
Hello. Meek.
Hi.
Meek Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so here we have Meek Phil. We were trying to figure out who would be the biggest fan of Bonnie Blue downstairs. And I said Meek Phil is here, so let's go get Meek Phil. Are you a fan of Bonnie's work?
Yeah, I'm a fan of your work. You're a record holder. Like it's incredible.
Thank you. Would you ever join my queue?
Me personally, no, I would not, but I have respect for what you do and all the people that are involved.
What if I was to give you like a one-on-one so it wouldn't have to be a queue?
What do you mean?
So it'd be like, you wouldn't have to queue, it'd just be an intimate one-on-one experience. So you wouldn't be with other people.
I still personally would feel uncomfortable.
Am I being rejected?
Yes.
That's
what about off
twice
camera?
in one day.
What?
Off camera.
Off camera? I'm not ready to put myself out there right now.
So it wouldn't be your type?
I wouldn't say you're not my type, but...
So what's the hesitation?
I'm just not ready right now.
Not ready? What, not ready for sex? Or
Yeah.
Have you had sex before?
Well, now this is a personal question.
Jesus, Bonnie.
Yeah, well, I'm just asking.
Show some
You're really
respect.
digging deep. Yeah, no, I haven't.
Would you want to have sex with me to lose your virginity?
No.
Right, I'm lost for words. Yeah, but imagine, like, I think it's really intimidating sometimes for virgins when they've, like, not lost their virginity at sometimes a young age. then it gets more and more daunting, or there's like more and more pressure for it to be this amazing experience. And like, I'm telling you now, it will be a bad experience the first time you lose it, unless it was with me.
I still like would prefer.
Prefer not to. Is it because I've slept with over 1,000
No,
people?
definitely not that. That I don't care about at all.
So what's
I think
the
it might
no?
be.
I think it has to be.
No,
What if it was off camera completely? Like no, like you guys just went on a date. You went to
yeah, like a normal date, but like
Okay, so where would you take me on a date? So if I slid into your DMs and I was like, hey, I'm in New York this week.
take you to a nice restaurant.
What
Or
type of restaurant?
Italian restaurant.
Oh yeah, that's good. I really like pizza and pasta.
Mm-hmm. Nice little Italian restaurant, a little wine.
Don't like wine.
Oh,
But I do like Prosecco, but that's sort of classed as wine.
yeah.
I sort of feel like we're on a first date now. No?
It feels like it.
Okay, so what would you ask me?
Just talk to you about life, how you got to where you are right now, and how you managed to get, what was it, 1,030 something?
57,
50
yeah. God, don't
my
discredit
goodness.
me. Don't knock numbers off.
Jeez. I knew it was over 1,000. I know the second digits, but
Yeah.
still incredible.
I'm hoping whilst I'm in New York, I can get that to 1,058.
I know what you're trying to do.
I think I'm trying to slide into your pants.
I can tell.
What about the cubicle around the corner? Quickie? No, we'd make it more intimate. We'd ask for a bedroom.
Yes,
we
of
could go
course.
to a hotel. Okay, so we'd go on a date, nice date, have a few drinks,
Mm-hmm.
go back to hotel room, no cameras. Like, would we be able to get intimate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've managed to switch that no from a yes.
Yes.
So if we just have no cameras, cut the bullshit, have a nice intimate time, see where it goes.
Yeah.
So I think you're a good looking guy.
Oh, no one's ever said that to me
Very
before.
strong
So that's
hairline
already.
as well. I would want to run my fingers through your hair.
Yeah,
You
I've
do have
never-
nice hair.
Let
Yeah, run.
Yeah, let me run
through
you.
there.
Oh, that is nice hair, that is.
I've never had a woman compliment me like that before. That's really nice. Thank
There we
you.
go.
Yeah. But I feel like I've just touched you, so you should touch me now.
Well,
Which body part would you want to touch?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll use your hand. Can I use your hand?
Do whatever you want with my hands. Okay. Wow.
I will happily fuck him. I'll take him to the cubicles. Do you like fake boobs or natural boobs?
Natural.
Oh, good. Oh, well, at least I've got something right.
Yeah.
Okay. So blonde hair, blue eyes is okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Well, now I'm excited for our Italian date.
Mm-hmm.
And no cameras, intimate time.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can come back to the office and give your feedback on me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Sound good?
Sound good.
All right, see you tonight.
See ya.
Thank you, Meek.
Meek, you're a hero.
Very nice meeting you.
Yes, I knew. Well, can you drop me a message on Instagram?
Of course.
Okay.
So, Bonnie Blue, this was fun. We got a good like 45 minutes in here. I think you made a young man's life, basically.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing statements? Any closing words?
Well, I think we should get to know each other more off camera.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
we leave it as that.
If you want to let the people know where they could find you, please fill me in.
Yes, Instagram is Bonnie_blue_XOX, or just Google me. But just make sure you've got a box of tissues when you do that.
Yes, and if you want to sign up for one of her events, dude, are you doing future events?
Oh, 100%. But yeah, you don't need to sign up. Literally just turn up. Just tell your wife some excuse. Tell her you with the lads and join my queue.
You coming to America anytime soon for the American bros out there watching?
I really think I'm going to do a college tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to visit frat houses. Like I'm doing spring break soon, which is
Okay.
obviously American audience. So,
Like, gotta do like SEC frat houses.
well, I'm not really looked into it yet, but like in March, I'm going to spring break for 2 weeks. I want to host poties. I want to host parties for them, boat parties, and give the American college boys a very good time.
Well, I'm pretty well versed in the college lifestyle here, so if you need any help,
Oh,
planning
I'll
that,
be
let me know.
sliding into your DMs.
Yeah, I would love to help you plan that because
Perfect.
I think the frat bros would love that. So
I think it'll be good fun.
yeah, you got to focus on like Southeast Conference, like Alabama, Georgia, Florida.
Well, seeing as geography is not my strong part, I feel like you'd be amazing at that part.
What's not my strong?
Geography.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need to fuck the guys.
You should come to spring break and interview some of the guys I sleep with. They're amazing.
Where is spring break?
It's in Cancun,
Oh,
a hotel called Grand Oasis. Like it probably will give you the shits because the food is so bad. But the actual experience, like they've got pool parties, beach parties, and it's just everyone there having a good time.
cool. Well, hey, this has been fun.
Okay, see you in Cancun.
Maybe.